Hey, Fit Fam, it's your girl, Orlandina Vallon, and I am the fitter woman trying to get this fro even. Waiting for my Instagram fam to get online. But tonight, guys, I wanted to talk about time. Um, I'm going to pull up my notes because I really want us to really focus on time. But in the meantime, we're going to let our fam get some time. We're going to give them a couple minutes to get on. But right now, I want you all, if you haven't already gotten it, go ahead and get your notebooks, go get your pens, get your pencils, and I want you to bring your present, your mindset. Yo, this my little fro is just like uneven. Got to work that out. pick. I'll tell you, Black women, the things that we have to go through. But in the meantime, I'm just waiting for some people to get on. But I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm sorry for late getting on, but I was collaborating with my business coach, and I'm excited. Just so super excited. So fam, time. I went away and I needed to take some time to get away because I needed time to reconnect and just to kind of, you're on the go. It's always go. You don't get time to think and see where you are. And I always talk about learning the sound of your inner voice, right? In order for you to learn the sound of your inner voice, you need to take time. You really need to sit down, as they say, sit down somewhere. You need to sit down someplace and take time to learn the sound of your heart. And that takes time for you to be still, time for you to be quiet and learn that guide. When they talk about the shepherd, that shepherd is in you. It's not some outer being leading you. It is your inner voice that is going to lead you. And one of the constructs that we're always dealing with is time, especially in our society. Today, everything is time, right? Everything's about being immediate. When somebody sends you an email, they want you to answer them right away. If somebody calls you, they need you to answer them right away. If you text them, somebody texts you, you got to answer them right away because everything's about now, immediacy. Even children, if you take them on a trip, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And everything is time. We're always ripping and running. This is why we have car accidents, because everybody's in a rush. Everyone's in a rush to get someplace and going nowhere because you're getting into an accident, right? Because of time. We're always trying to beat time. And fam, time is a construct. Time is something that we have put on ourselves, but it's a reality. We have to live. We have a schedule. We have a clock that we live by. You have to report to work at a certain time. You got to get work done during a certain amount of time, and you have to punch out and then get home at that time. And so everything is time. And in that, we don't even build time for ourselves. Women, we are like the worst. We pencil ourselves last when it comes to time, making time. We give our careers 100%. We give our families 100%. We give our businesses 100%. And then when it comes to us, whatever's left. So today I want you to think of time. Even though we say time is limitless, you are not. You are not unlimited. You have a final point. And I was just talking to my business coach. We were talking about unlimited data. Hello, how are you? We're talking about time. And how are we spending our time? So time is our most precious commodity. When they say time is money, yes, time is money. Your time is valuable, and how you spend it will determine what comes out of it. I was talking to my business coach, and we were talking about, how sometimes we say we are unlimited, like, you have unlimited data. And I said, that only works for your cell phone. It doesn't apply to you. But she brought up a really good idea. She said, well, unlimited data is not really unlimited because there's a certain point where your data starts to slow down. That's what happens to you. You have a capacity. You can only go but so far until you start to slow down. So what I want us to do today is I want you to tell me right now, what is something that you spend a lot of time on? Because we want to make sure that we are spending our time on quality things. Like, do you just spend your money, all willy-nilly? Some of us do. We have that lifestyle. We can just blow that money. Are you blowing your time in that manner? How are you spending your time? Is it on quality activities? So I did some research, and by being away, I was able to identify some of my time wasting activities because I saw that I'm not using my time efficiently or effectively because that time that I'm spending is not benefiting me. What's up, Chris? What's going on? So, how are you spending your time? I believe I'm somebody who is valuable. Each of us are. And I'm not saying I'm valuable because I'm more valuable than you, but you are valuable. You're precious. You are a precious commodity. So, your time is precious. So, you can't just be spending your time doing all kinds of things. So, you need to do some type of inventory and ask yourself, how are you spending your time? So tonight I want to talk about the top 10 time wasters. Now there are more out there, but time wasting activities. Number 1, procrastination, right? Procrastination, it is one of the biggest time wasting activities. I can procrastinate. I call it paralysis by analysis, right? We heard that term. I will look at something and look at something. I say, I want it to be perfect. It needs to be turned to the left. It needs to be turned to the right. It needs to be up, half a millimeter or down 2 millimeters, or it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet. Procrastination, paralysis by analysis. So, what do you have to do to get out of it? You got to ask yourself, well, why am I afraid to move forward? Sometimes you're afraid to move forward because you're afraid to make a mistake. Guess what? You will. So let's take that fear out the way. You will make mistakes. We're humans. We are human beings. We will make a mistake, but here's the beauty of mistakes. You learn from them and you do better the next time, right? So procrastination is definitely a big time wasting activity. Number 2, I'm on it right now. Social media. Scroll, scroll, TikTok, scroll, scroll. And the thing with social media is that it has this little funnel. You start watching one IG live, or you watch one story and then you watch a different story and another story and another story. Next thing you know, you're just watching a bunch of stories. YouTube, that YouTube funnel is for real. You watch one YouTube, then it's another, then it's another, and it's another. I remember one day I looked at the history because I was looking for a video. I was looking for a video and ended up looking at other videos. And when I went back to the history to find the actual video I was looking for, I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't realize how many videos I had. This funnel, the YouTube vortex took me down, right? Hello, public figure brand. Ang, how are you? Today we're talking about time and how time is precious. Time is our most precious commodity, and we want to know how are we spending it. So tonight we're going to talk about identifying some time wasting activities, because I know for you, and I know we've always heard this, time is money and your time is valuable. So you want to make sure that you're spending it wisely so that you can get the time, whatever you're putting out, you're getting back in return. So we spoke about procrastination. We're just talking about social media and how when you're perusing through social media, especially if you're not going in with a goal in mind, you could get caught in the vortex, right? Next thing, television. My goodness. I always say, oh, I have the television playing in the background. I'm not watching it. Yes, you are. You catch yourself, you hear something and you watch it. It is a vortex. It definitely is something that will suck time. So 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, that 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something that should have taken you 30 minutes to do is now taking you an hour to do because you're watching television, or you get caught up. Oh, just 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes. You could have pressed pause, right? Especially now with digital TV. Pause, come back. That's number 3. Number 4, tasks that can be delegated. Listen, you don't have to go food shopping. They got Peapod. If you are busy and you're looking at your schedule and you say, okay, I got to do laundry. I got to go food shopping. I got to go pick up the grocery. I got to go let's get the dry cleaners. And you got to ask yourself, how much time do I have? Now we say to ourselves, okay, do I need, sometimes even let me buy some, when you go to the supermarket, you buy vegetables that you have to cut up. Listen, I want to save as much time as I can because I want to spend my time on something that's going to be of value to me. So if I can go grocery shopping, call Peapod. Hey, I need X, Y, Z. Please deliver it to my home at that time. Now, instead of me being in a supermarket food shopping, I'm spending my time doing, maybe being with my family or working out or doing something that is that really requires my attention. Taking time to buy pre-cut vegetables. I'm not saying buy canned, but pre-cut vegetables. It's more expensive, yes. Is it something that I do on a regular basis? No, I will cut my vegetables. But if I notice that my schedule is not allowing me the time to do that, listen, I just know that I need to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. Let me get something that's pre-cut. Today I'll get it pre-cut. Next time I go food shopping, I don't need to do that. Save your time. Spend your time wisely. Get yourself a virtual assistant, right? One other thing that I thought was interesting, unproductive meetings. Now with Zoom, everybody's having a meeting. Everybody has a meeting. Everybody wants to be on the meeting. Can you be on the meeting? Be in the meeting. Everybody's on the meeting, right? Even when I hold team meetings, I try to keep it to 30 minutes. I come in, I have an agenda. This is what I'm going to talk about, and I watch the clock. No superfluous talking. The only time I will have a meeting that will last more than 30 minutes, you better know that it's because we are planning for a season. It's big. Most of the times, 30 minutes. Any other question? Keep it succinct. So, how many meetings are you attending that don't require you to be there? How often have you found a meeting you're like, I could have just gotten this as a minute and read it, right? So you need to start looking at that. Unproductive meeting. Attend meetings where your input is critical. It's critical to shaping the decision, whatever the case may be. It has to be critical to what you're doing. And if it's not critical, if you're not making any critical decisions, tell them, listen, I cannot attend the meeting. Send me the minutes, send me the write-up, and then I'll catch up, right? That is a time saver. Some people have, like, there was one gentleman, he was helping another client, and his client was spending so much time at meetings that he couldn't do his job, and meetings that he didn't need to be at. So you can either send somebody to represent you, or you could just say, hey, give me the minutes and I'll read over it. But then you just got to read over it. Take yourself off of email strands that you don't need to be on, because that's another time-wasting activity, checking your emails. I check my emails at a certain time in the day. I check it in the afternoon or in the evening, and that's it. I'm not in there every few minutes checking my emails. I check it at the end of even for work. I check during lunch and at the end of the day. I'm not checking emails throughout the day because it is a time waster. And I'm not a surgeon, so you don't need me right then and there. And if you need me, they'll call me, right? So, unnecessary interruption. Do you have that coworker that's always popping in? Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hey, I just wanted to pop in and pop in. And they're always doing this pop in. They're like little gophers just popping in. Time wasters. They suck you into conversations. And I know you want to be pleasant and you want to have a conversation. Leave it for lunch. Just say, hey, I'd love to continue this conversation, but I got to finish something. I'll talk to you during lunch. That is a time-wasting activity. Those people that like to the pop-ins, the unplanned phone calls. Hey, can I call you later? Is it an emergency? If it's your family, you can text, say, hey, is this an emergency? If it's not an emergency, hey, can I call you later? Because you want to stay focused on what you're doing. I said checking your emails, disorganization. Keeping your space in your home organized helps to keep you from wasting time because you know where everything is. How many times you got to look for a file, you don't know where the file is? You're looking for a tool, you don't know where the tool is. You're looking for something in your office, you're looking for something in a linen cabinet, you don't know where anything is because you're disorganized. So organizing your space is extremely important to helping you save time because you know exactly where everything is. Even for me, I have to go back into my files, get rid of files, so I'm starting to reorganize the way I keep my files organized. So that way I can find everything that I need like that. If somebody says, Orlandina, I need you to email, I have it at the just literally click of a mouse. Lack of planning wastes time. When you don't meal prep, because I know people are like, oh my God, meal prep takes so long. It's 2 hours. I said, how long does it take you to meal prep? I'm like, it takes me 2 hours on a Sunday. But guess what? I'm not cooking for the rest of the week. Well, midweek, right? I'm not cooking for the rest of the week. I don't have to because I've already meal prepped. Because think about it. By the time I get home from work, then go to the gym and train, come home, I don't have time to be cooking and I have to cook. So I can just warm up my meal because it's already done, or I can sit there and cook. There's an hour. So you figure an hour every day on cooking, or I can, with just 5 hours during the week, an hour Saturday, just 7 hours, or I can just 2 hours on Sunday will save me 5 hours. Then I have 5 hours to do what I need to do. Hey, Vanya, how are you? We're talking about saving time, making sure we're spending our time wisely. So we went through some time wasting activities, and right now we're on lack of planning. So I gave the example of meal prep. It may take you do this because we may meal prep once a week, once or twice a week. If you do it once a week, you're only doing it for about 2 hours. You meal prep, your food is done for the rest of the week. Now you're not cooking for the rest of the week. You're just warming stuff up, maybe adding a little something to it. That'll take you 15 minutes. So you just took an hour a night of cooking, because by the time you finish prepping, cooking, and getting it out on the table, it's an hour. It's an hour, easy. So 7 hours or 2 hours on Sunday. You do the math. Saying yes to too many things. Hey, boo-boo. Saying yes to too many things. I'm learning to say no. No. Please contact me another time, or please reach out to me another time. Please reach out to me on a later date. I am working on other projects right now. No. And I used to feel bad about it. Now I don't, because who's suffering at the end? Me. So saying yes to too many things. Not following a routine is the last one. Not following a routine wastes time. I have a routine that I follow in the morning. I know my routine like the back of my hand. I don't even have to think about it. But if I stop to pick up my phone, if I stop to text, now I'm eating into my time. So I'd rather just put the phone down, go through my morning routine. And when I'm done with my morning routine, now I can pick up the cell phone and text or answer a text message. Because at the end of the day, if it's an emergency, you'll call me, right? So to reiterate, what are some time-wasting activities? Procrastination is number one. Social media, because it pulls you into the social media funnel. You watch one, then you're in another, and another, and another. Social media. Those of you who I use social media for business. Let's call it what it is. So even when I'm posting, I give myself a limited time. I post at certain times of the day. So that way, that's the time that I post. I post in the morning and I post in the app. That's my time, because I don't have to be time posting all day, every day. I don't have that. But I can post at this time and this time, right? So social media, if you're using it, schedule it. Television, it is a big time sucker upper. If you need to get something done, turn off the television. Because even if I always say I'm playing in the background, I'm watching. I end up watching it. So and I notice that when I'm not watching it, I get a lot done very quickly. Delegating tasks. There are times where you can delegate food shopping. You can find a service to do food shopping for you. You can find a service to pick up your laundry. There was one weekend, I was like, I'm so busy right now. I said, I don't have time to be doing my laundry. I dropped it off, let them do my laundry. So while they're doing my laundry, I'm doing something that is worth my time, something that requires my time and focus. I let the professionals do what they got to do. I dropped it off. I picked it up the next day. Problem solved. All I had to do was put my stuff away, right? Unproductive meetings. Now it's, if I hold a meeting, it's no more than 30 minutes. If I'm attending a meeting, I don't want it to be more than 30 minutes unless it's something where I'm strategizing. And then we have a set time. I only attend meetings that are productive. If it's not, send me the minutes. Unnecessary interruptions. So the people that like to pop in, what do? I make myself scarce. So if I'm in a classroom and if I need to get work done, I pull myself out of my space, my regular office, and I put myself in a space where I can work straight through. Okay. Checking your email too often. I check my emails at certain times of the day, and that's it. And keeping your space organized, because disorganization leads to a waste of time, because you stop what you have to do, looking for the file online on your computer, looking for the file by your desk, looking for this book, looking for this resource. It's a waste of time. Whereas you can just click, here's the file, here's everything that I need. Lack of planning. If you plan your day, you know what's coming, you know what you need to have. And if you add something, something has to be removed so that you can make room for it. Even scheduling your workouts. I have my untouchable days. You cannot touch my workout. And it's not because not because I'm an athlete, but just because I need that. I need my workouts so that I can be a better me. So I can be a better me and to better serve you all, right? Saying yes to too many things. It's okay to say no. The world will not fall apart. Women, ladies, you're known for this. If you say no, the world will not collapse into itself. There will not be a black hole sucking us all in and the world comes to an end. Say no. It's okay. Even if you don't want to say no, not at this time. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm working on another project. Something else. I've already said yes to something else. So can we revisit this at another time? It's okay to say no. And the last thing is not following a routine. Once you have a routine, it's automatic. You're on autopilot. It's not wasting time. So when you're on your routine, stay on your routine. Don't allow other things to distract you from your routine. So as I went through this list, how many of you noticed that some of these are your time wasters? Some of these activities are what wastes your time. How valuable is your time? Because guess what? That time that you just wasted could be used for other things. Spending time with your family. Mm-hmm. Spending time on your business, growing your business, crafting your business. Spending time on you. Those of you I hear a lot of that. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to work out. Guess what? If you went through some of these time wasting activities and removed them, there's your workout time. There's your time to go for a walk. That YouTube funnel that took you about 15 minutes, that was your 15-minute walk. That Facebook scroll, 30 minutes, that's your 30-minute walk. So when you remove these time-wasting activities, it leaves room for you. Now, how do you do that? You got to follow me. How do I take my time? How do I restructure my time to make time for me? That's where I come in as your health coach. I will help you restructure your time. How do you get that? You got to follow up. You got to follow me because we have some great things coming in to show you how to use your time wisely, effectively, productively, so that it benefits you, your family, your business, and just your purpose. So fair. With that being said, be bigger, be fitter, be stronger. Make time for you because this temple has been erected, has been built for a purpose, and it is your duty to figure out what that is if you don't know what it is, and if you do know what it is, to begin walking in it. All right, fam? So with that being said, be bigger, be fitter, be stronger. Take care of yourself. Take care of this wonderful temple called you. And I'll see you next week at 7:30. Bye, YouTube and Facebook fam. Good night.